Hi, once again, welcome to the Varinia's Bhutan Online Educational Academy for IIT and NEET examinations. This is Guntuka Srinivas. This channel mainly focuses on the fundamental concepts related to the IIT and NEET examinations in the physics, chemistry, and mathematics subjects. In the previous session, we have seen about the distance and displacement concepts. We have also solved some numericals. In this session, let us see about the speed and velocity. Let me take up the first speed. Speed. What is meant by speed? Speed is simply defined as distance traveled in a given period of time. Clear? Speed is simply defined as distance traveled in a given period of time. Okay, that is the meaning of the speed. Now, what is the distance? In the previous class, we have seen distance is nothing but the path length. Indirectly, we can say that the path length traveled within a given duration of the time is also known as the speed. Clear? Now, this speed is denoted by V. Right? Clear? Now, I simply define it. Speed, distance traveled, or simply distance by time. This is the formula. Calculate the speed, distance, or the path length divided by the time. The clarity. And this speed is V. V is equal to the speed. Is it clear? No. Observe carefully. If the duration is very long, if for the longer duration of time, the duration is very long, then we say that we define the speed as average speed, same notation, B. Clear? Total distance traveled by total time. Have the clarity. Speed is simply distance by time. But if the duration is very longer time period, then we can take the average speed, and that average speed is nothing but total path length, complete total distance traveled within the total duration of the time. Is it clear? You should not get confused between the speed and average speed terms. Speed is simply distance by time, whereas average speed is total distance by total time. The only thing is here, if it is a longer duration, for the longer duration of journey. Clear? Now, observe here. When we define the speed, that is average speed, what is the notation we have taken? V, CMV. Okay. What is the complete total distance traveled by the total time? We take up this mathematically as V is equal to delta S by delta T. Delta S by delta. Delta stands for here complete total distance. Delta S stands for the total distance, whereas delta T total time. Clear? This is the mathematical definition of the average speed. Okay, mathematical definition of the average speed. Now, let me take up another term also. Another term, instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. This is the speed at a particular instant of time. It is the speed, it is the speed at a particular instant of time. A particular instant of time. How the clarity in this? It is also a speed, but what is the difference? At a particular instant, at a particular instant. At certain particular instant, at that particular point, that is known as the instantaneous speed. At that point, at that particular instant, the speed is very, very elemental, very small. At that particular instant, the speed is very, very small. Hence, we denote it as, notation is same, V ds by dt. Mathematical definition is ds by dt. V is equal to ds by dt. D stands for differential, small differential, very small element, small distance, with the dt, small time. Because it is at that particular point, very small distance will be there and very small time will be there. Hence, instantaneous speed is mathematically defined as ds by dt. Whereas average speed, already we have seen, it is defined as delta S by delta T for a longer duration. It is very smaller, instantaneous velocity is very smaller duration and very small distance. Is it clear? Now, observe carefully. We have seen three terms. First one is what? Speed. Simply distance by time. Second one is what? Average speed. Then there is a longer duration, then total distance by total time. Third one is what? Instantaneous speed. A particular instant, very small distance, very small time. Clear? Three terms. Speed, average speed, and instantaneous speed. Now, here I write those things clearly. First one is what? Speed. Notation, V. Distance by time. Clear? Second one is average speed, that is equal to, rotation is same v, for a longer duration of time, total distance by total time. Mathematically, what it is? Mathematically, it is delta S by delta T. Clear? Then the third one. Third one is what? Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed V. That is the same V. And mathematically, it is defined as ds by dt at a particular instant. Bracket, I am putting at a particular instant. How that clarity at a particular instant. Yeah. These are the three types of the speed we come across in the physics. Clear? How the clarity between all these terms. Okay. Now, observe. What are the units of the speed? Units of speed. Speed is generally measured meter per second in SI system, MK system, and centimeter per second, the CGS system. Clear? Meter per second in SI or MKS system and centimeter per second in the CGS system. Okay, this I write here. That is SI and MKS systems. MKS systems. SI and MKS systems. Whereas this is CGS system. CGS system. Okay. Now, what is the dimension formula for the speed? Dimension formula. Dimension formula for the speed. So, distance by time. It is simply distance by time. Distance stands for path length. L, time is t. L by t. L by t. That means L by t means, so simply m to the power of 0, there is no m term, m to the power of 0, L, t minus 1. If it goes in the numerator side, t minus. This is the dimension formula for speed. Clear? Dimension formula for the speed. Okay? Now, observe carefully. When we take up the speed term, speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Of the clarity, it is a complete scalar quantity. That means, what does it indicate? Speed has only magnitude. It has magnitude. That's all. No direction. No direction. Is having only the magnitude. There is no direction for the speed. The meaning of the scalar quantity. How the clarity? Because distance is a scalar. Okay. Time, there is no direction for the time. Clear? So, distance is a scalar. And distance by the time, it is having only magnitude, no direction. Clear? Hence, it is called as a scalar quantity. Now, observe carefully. When you have no direction, in case of speed, when you have no direction in case of speed, speed is always positive only. There is no question of negative. Why? If it is a displacement, displacement can be positive or negative because it is having a direction. Whereas distance is only the positive, always. So speed is always positive. Speed is always positive. Speed is always positive. It cannot be negative. Speed is always positive. It cannot be negative. Have that clarity. It is always positive. Okay? There is no question of speed becoming zero also. Okay? Here I discuss one simple example. Observe. Observe. Let us say that a man is here at A, traveling a distance of 10 kilometers to the point B. Okay, to the point B. Again, from the B, he is coming back to A. Again, he is from the B, he is coming back to A position. Again, 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers back is travel. Now, what is the distance? A to B and B to A. Distance is path length. So distance in this case, distance in this case, distance in this case, A to B, again is coming back to A from B, B to A. So 10 plus 10, total distance is 20 kilometers. Okay, but whereas displacement, look at displacement. Displacement. When you look at the displacement, he is going A to B, 10 kilometers, coming back from B to A. Wherever his journey started A, initial point, again coming back to the initial point, there is no displacement. Displacement is zero in this case. That means velocity. We discuss in the next session about the velocity. Velocity is displacement by time. So velocity can be zero in this case, but speed, distance by time, speed cannot be zero. Okay, always remember a note that speed cannot be equal to zero. Speed cannot be equal to zero, and it can't be negative also. It can't be negative also. There is no direction for the speed. It is a scalar quantity. Clear? Okay. Always it is positive. Cannot be zero. Always it is positive only. It is positive only. Okay. Velocity, as I said in the above case, may be zero. When displacement is zero, velocity may be zero, but speed cannot be zero. Speed cannot be zero. Speed is not having any direction. So always it is positive. Is it clear? These are the standard things about the speed. Okay. What we discussed in this session, we discussed in this session about speed. Next, the average speed, total distance by total time for a longer duration of time. Then we discuss instantaneous speed, which is at a particular instant of time. Mathematical formulae related to them, discuss it, and the units and dimensions of speed, and the dimensional formulas. Clear? Hope you have understood the session. And if you like the video, please share it, subscribe the channel. Thank you.